I am so confused. Every single Friday, I go to my company's team sales meeting and we go through the 6 steps of what I need to do to be able to close a sale. And then I go out in the field and I work it and I work it and I work it. But for whatever reason, 3 years later, I'm still only getting average sales. What is going on? That was my client, John, a few years ago. And I said, okay, John, let me see what's happening. Because for those of you that are listening, if you're like John, that you're confused, you're going, wait a second, I've been training for years, I've been studying, I've been doing coaching, I've been doing my career forever, I'm taking a lot of action. Why am I only getting average results? If this is you, hang in for the next couple of minutes because I want to tell you what it was happening with John that might be happening with you. So I said, okay, John, so here's the thing is I want to role play with you what you're doing in a sales process, in a sales conversation, so I can see what's really going on. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I started out by 19 working as a singer, dancer, actor with Broadway directors and producers and went on to opera. And I've had a long career as both a performing artist as well as a presentation trainer and strategist. And so role playing is very fun for me. So I said, okay, John, we're going to role play and I want to see what you're doing. And I said, okay, great. So we started to role play, and in that first 7 seconds, by the way, your first 7 seconds is the thing that will make or break the sale because it's how you're coming across in those first 7 seconds. So in the first 7 seconds, I said, whoa, John, we got to stop. I said, I know exactly why you're not converting at a higher level. And he says, really, that fast? I said, yep. I said, here's what's happening is the first 2 things. And again, this might be relatable to what you're going through. So 2 things. First is you're so in your head about the process and about I've got to do this and I've got to do this and I've got to do this, that you're so busy trying to barrel through this that you're actually not stopping to be present and grounded and listening and taking in your prospect. Now, as professional performers, it's all about being present and truly listening and interacting and being in harmony with your fellow singers and actors, right? But in sales, a lot of people aren't taught those fundamental skills of stopping, connecting, and listening. So I said, John, here's the problem. I said, because you've been in your head, I feel like I've just been bulldozed. Meanwhile, I'm excited as a prospect and you're not even feeling my excitement. So that was the first problem, is that he wasn't listening and connecting and going off the energy. The second problem was his presence and how he was coming across. Let me back it up by saying we all live with stress, pain, trauma, illness, or something going on in our body. And that stress will directly influence your speaking voice, your body language, your presence, and how you come across. So in John's case, he was very much, he used to breathe high into his chest. So just notice right now, as I breathe high into my chest, I'm not as grounded and I'm coming across kind of like frazzled and frenetic. And is this going to instill trust in you? No. So for him, I had to help him to be grounded and connected to his body and present and release that stress. And through my 20 plus years as a presentation trainer, I've noticed a lot of people who are not closing, the stress in their body is causing them to come across as either meek and unconfident, which does not instill trust, or they're so busy trying to be postured and come across like this that their stress is coming across like they're yelling and they're aggressive, which really turns people off or bullies somebody into the sale, which is never a good thing. So those were really the 2 pieces that we had to work on. And the whole being present, connecting, not making it about you, the salesperson, but really about the person you're interacting with, that prospect, truly listening and connecting and authentic. And then the second piece is about your presence, your energy, your voice, and how you're coming across. Is it turning people on or off? And so for John, we did 5 sessions. It's all it took, 5 sessions, and he started doubling his sales consistently and became a top performer, which was super, super exciting. It's awesome. So here's the deal. If you are resonating with any of this and you're feeling like, oh yeah, I'm only doing lower average sales and I'm not sure. Maybe it is my presence. Maybe I'm not connected and listening enough. If this is you, then I would love to offer you a complimentary 15-minute call with me. I will look at what you're doing. If you have videos, you can send those to me, but I'll look at what you're doing and I'll be able to say, okay, that's what's happening and that's where the gap is. And if you feel inspired to work with me after that and we're a good fit, we will. And if not, then you've gotten something really valuable. So if you know you want to get to that next level and really get to be that top performer in your business, be sure to book that complimentary 15-minute call with me.